Hello everyone, this is NoobTrader again. I apologize for my previous videos not having any sound or being muted. It's something that I want to change on my future videos. I'm currently fixing my roof and I'm recording this in my studio in the attic in my room, so it's not the most adequate setup to record with background noise. Thankfully, right now they're not working, but we're going to continue checking a VENAR. It still seems to have potential. It just has to pass off this mist and clear up before it actually passes that 70-cent mark. I see a lot of possible noobs trading in this one. A lot of them actually are trading for cents, and they're afraid that it might not even pass that 70 mark, which I feel pretty confident about it. The tech analysis and if the volume increases over 200,000 and above before the end of the day, this could very much reach even 75 cents or pass it even. Let's see our other lists of our trading. So we have here the VENAR daily, which I have been trading for the past 2 days and have accumulated of about 4,000 USD. I've only used $4,000 for my positions, so that's why it doesn't sound so high for the 8,000 in 2 days. I feel pretty good about it. Let's see for AABB. Still, in my eyes, in my opinion, not the greatest setup for it to enter yet. If I do enter here, I will probably become a bag holder because it might end around 0.18 cents. SLRX, NVCN, CTIB, ICBU are, uh, well, except ICBU, they're still baking and they're getting ready for liftoff in a couple of weeks. ICBU unexpectedly went up and possibly will create a little hump in the coming week and coming next week, actually, before it possibly lowers to a 0.01 cent. Another interesting stock that I came across, ticker is the HCMC, which has a huge float, and it is filled with so many traders, and I've been seeing that in StockTwits. I do see it having potential, even doubling it in the coming 2 weeks. But because we have a very small capital of about like 15,000, my goal is to possibly at the same time entertain and trade more often so it doesn't become boring in this channel to reach that $1 million goal. That will take years to reach. And as I had said, to reach even the 25,000 mark could be by end of April or the beginning 2 weeks of May. Right now, it currently seems faster than I thought, but that also means that I will have possible mistakes and would lose a lot of money before that. Another thing that I have to explain is that I've experienced it many times. When you see your capital, your portfolio increasing very fast in the coming days, um, there is a huge probability that stocks might even reverse on you. So you have to balance that up. Even now that I have entered with at 66, this can go south like in seconds. So I'll probably not talk about all the other lists and focus on this one before something wrong goes by. So here I need to be a little patient. Just waiting for that mist to clear off and create a base over 70 cents. Creating trend lines and marking down your support and resistance is a huge positive in day trading. It really shows when you should be entering or exiting a ticker. In this case, this one is a hold. I do see potential it passing 70 cents, so I'll be remaining in this position. I had closed my last trade of about 3,500, so now I'm roughly $500 up. There's the spike of 70. Might see a little drop there and then back up again. Must be fairly quick. Let's create a resistance point. Another important tip is, and all of the traders know this, based on the numbers, when you have a whole number, for example, when you have a 70 cents, that's a whole number with a decimal point, or when you're close to a 65, when a number ends with a 5 or a 0, like a round number, for example, that usually becomes a resistance or support. And I've seen that on many tickers. Now, I haven't been a day trader for a long time, so please don't take my word for it. I'm really a noob still. I just like seeing patterns and how they unfold into predicting future positions. I want to address that the psychological hit that day trading can have on you, the impact that it can have, your emotions will be like a roller coaster. And I see that during the day. Even your emotions can be up and down when your stock goes up and down. So you really have to have control over it. Many traders that fail at stock markets are because they're quitting and they give in to their emotions. And that's an important and valuable tip that I have to give you. Because if you persevere through trading and you just keep seeing this almost every day, your mind is going to adapt into understanding the patterns themselves, how the ticker moves, and then be more accurate in predicting them. Same thing with anything you do. When you pressure your mind to do something, then your mind will adjust itself, get stronger. So, no pain, no gain. That phrase still exists, and there's a purpose for it. When you have a goal, just stop thinking about doing it and move your hands and legs and do it. In this case, trading. Stop imagining you winning thousands of dollars daily and just start practicing it because you're never going to reach that goal. I started paper trading a few months back, and what I've understood is never go on your second month with real money in trading stocks. That was my mistake. I blew up my first account. I went in with 7,500, and in a span of a month, I lost everything. There we are at 75. I have to put a sell position around here. I don't want to risk it anymore, so I will end the day at 75 cents. And this is where you should control also your greed. Sometimes when you want more, you don't get anything as a result. You needing more than you should be having is a setup for failure. Don't be greedy. Just get what you see it being safe. So yeah, I'm finalizing the 75 cent would be my last trade for the day. If you see me trading, then that will be a mistake from my part and I will learn from it. But I don't have to make that mistake. So I have to overcome my emotions and basically start thinking logically. I don't worry about it. It will reach it, and that's where I'm going off. It might be around 2:42 p.m. I'm not sure. If you see it reaching that point and you see that it will and safely exit at that spot, then just do it. Don't keep moving up your selling tag. Just stick with it. I see this being as a reasonable choice and I will stick with it. Don't make any last minute changes unless if you see the risk rising and then just exit as fast as you can. Even if it passes 75 cents, I'm prepared for it. I don't mind. I had enough for today and I'll continue on Monday next week. This is not the end. You will always have other opportunities with different stocks every day or even every week. You don't have to trade every day because that increases the risks of you losing money. This candle here, as you see, may scare off some new traders out there, but this is normal. The stock is taking a breather. It can't be going up all the time. It's not healthy. So these up and down patterns are what it makes a stock stronger into continuing in one trend. As for example, this one going up. Let's create a trend line right here. There we go. You see this little pattern? Our human eyes see things and understand them differently. When you create a visual pattern, then it seems logical as to why things happen. You just have to justify it through visual patterns and designs. And this is very important if you're trading in the stock market or even crypto. Visual indicators are one of the most basic reference of you understanding where the next candle is going to go. Where is the trend going to land? What support, what resistance is going to be created? All this is through visual indicators. You have these tools like RSI, volume, research about a stock. What's the float of it? We'll be explaining in future videos what to look at, what filters to add in your trade ideas, or for it to scan the most appropriate patterns and floats, capital, short selling, insider ownership, institutional ownership. I'm currently in the works of making you guys an Excel sheet so you can record your P&L. That will be pretty soon, hopefully in the next week. I'll be posting it on YouTube. So that way you can record your P&L, profit and loss. How are you doing? Are you improving your trades? Are you losing more than you're winning? Those statistics will help you understand more of how you trade, when you trade, and what you should post to trade. What tickers, what time of the day. Should I trade pre-market or should I trade post-market? All these are questions. And to find the answers is through practice, recording statistics, getting proof and facts of what's going on. And most importantly is not only your positives, but your failures. Why do you fail? For example, a lot of the times I move this sell bar up and up because I feel, oh, it's going to get higher. The price is moving up faster. And that's why I'm recently closing up positions a bit sooner, because I feel that I need to wipe out that greed, that momentous greed that I have, and just play safe. In the beginning, I had split my account 10 into CAVR and 4,000 into other stocks. Now, those 4,000 I made in 3 days into $12,000. Was a 3 times increase in my capital. Now, this is my last trade for the day. I will repeat it again because I need to remind myself to not move this little tag here, the selling tag, and just stick with it. When you feel a position becoming risky, some of the times you won't have time to justify why it is risky and you just have to exit out as quickly as possible. But because now we have time, why should I exit 75 cents and why do I think it will reach it? My strategy, I call it the November strategy because I completed it on the month of November. 60 RSI, above average volume, and the overall picture. And the fourth indicator is the 3 EMAs. I'm currently using 9 EMA, 20 EMA, and 50 EMA. The 200 EMA is there for it to check for daily candles, but for day trading, it's not as useful as the other 3 are. One more thing to ease off your anxiety during trading is you need to subscribe to your level 2. This is a level 2. This is a list of all the bids and all the asks, all the buyers and all the sellers. Now you see a lot of the sellers want to sell at 73 cents. And we do see a bigger buyer at 68 cents off 250 size position. This here is just a fake drop. This was just to scare off some traders and clean up the ask. Now more buyers will be adding up as they see the price lowering and becomes a fairer price. This will create another support and then increase like a ladder. And coincidentally on the 5-minute candle, and coincidentally as you see, this has landed on my 50 EMA. Now you see these trying to cross each other? I think we have like another 4 or 5 candles coming up. But when they do cross, 60 RSI is met and a higher volume candle is presented. This will be reaching at 75 soon. With that November strategy that I'm calling, if you apply it, you will see results. In the beginning, I had tested it in 100 stocks, 100 trades, and it was 75% successful. Now, when I've completed the November strategy, I had of about 80 to 77% success rate. And I'm telling you, this is live recording right now. I'm recording it with my OBS recorder. So I'm telling you, when these 3 EMAs meet and cross with a 60 RSI and a higher volume, this is going up. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. How? Because I've experienced through trading and studied my strategy and patterns that I am able to predict what's going to happen in the coming minutes. Now, I can't tell you exactly at what minute this will happen, but you can think about the candles. For example, a candle has a width of this much, right? Let's try it out. This is one candle. This is 1 minute candle. Now, when will this meet? Make it like a symbolic idaic line. It's going to continue right around here, right? Around here. So it's 1. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 5 candles, in 5 minutes, this will be an indicator of it creating a base around 69 cents. When will it be going up? In the next 5-10 candles. So in other words, in the 5 minutes, in 3 candles, we will be passing 70 cents. Let's see. Will that be happening? And this strategy is like free. I've paid for 2 very popular day traders out there, and they're expensive. I've created this channel to give you free tips, free layouts and trade ideas, free strategies. I don't understand why they're not giving this to people if they're making millions every year. Like, what's the point? I just enjoying trading stocks, and okay, let's say I'm making money out of it. Why should I go and suck out the money of other people through classes where I can just give it for free? What's the point? There we are at 70 cents. Might be a little quick yet, but we're not sure. Might toggle on and off from 71 and 69 cents. Let me create another support line around here. Oops. Yeah, it looks a little too quick, 271. We have a good list here on the bid. 260 and 25. Doesn't look that bad. And the sellers, the asks, are quite spread up. When it continues going up quicker, when it passes that 72 mark, sellers would be removing their positions, thus creating a squeeze upwards. And let's try another little experiment. We've created this line here. Come on. Okay, now this line has become a support. It supports the candles. Let's make it fatter. There we go. This will be scaling up like a ladder. But if the volume increases much more significantly than the previous one, this will pass the next resistance, which is 72, and spike up to 75. Now, when will that happen? Let's try that again. Those are the closer marks. So we have EMA 50. The 50 EMA is quite far, so it needs to spike up quite quickly for it to meet again. Oh, it needs to spike up to 72. So let's see. Let's think of this line continuing around here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, around 247 to 249. It passing 72. And this is just an experiment for us to make this strategy. I'll try to make this strategy more accurate as it goes. This is the simplest form of strategy that I can think of. You don't need anything fancy, only the 4 things that I've told you, and definitely a level 2. Look at how many candles had actually reached at this resistance point. Let's make it thicker. This way, when the coming candles passes over it, it will thrust over to a 75% mark, and I'll be selling off there. We have 1.5 minute to 2 minute window for it to pass 72, as we said before. Let's see if it works. I like making these little arrows indicating that a potential move upwards is pretty near. And for the viewers to see that I'm just not overlapping the recording over past recordings and then me recording over it to appear as if I'm predicting stuff. This is happening live. Look at me, I'm moving the mouse. Ha ha ha. So you will believe that this is happening in real time. Let's extend this trend line. We are very close. Look at that wall. This will be a tough one. But it is possible. Sellers will remove their positions last second, thus creating a squeeze upwards, as said previously. So we're at 2:47 p.m. right now. Let's see if it passes. And yes, you can't get more accurate than that. And this is live right now. I still don't understand how people can't just explain how simple it can be to trade stocks with the right indicators. And maybe they do. Maybe they are actually using this same idea of strategy. And they're never going to give it to you. Why? Because they want to sell it to you as if they're not making enough money. Not saying that it will never fail. It has around 77% success rate. And the accuracy is pretty good, in my opinion. So it passed 72, but when is it going to reach and pass 75? Let's create the support and resistance. Oh no, I didn't want to move that. Sorry. Right here. Okay. We have this line here. Okay. There we go. This is one resistance point. When is the next one? This is the other. Let's zoom backwards a bit. Let's see from the 5-minute mark. 73, 74. Yeah, this is a strong resistance around 74. This will be quite difficult. Anyways, but we are determined to sell out at 75 cents, even if it goes to $1. I don't mind. I'm satisfied with what I got. Okay, so let's see, we're not that far actually. So it's 1. Let's say in a scenario that it's going to hit that wall and then fall again to this symbolical triangle. Just imagine these lies continuing here and here. Okay, I think they meet around here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, 5 1-minute candles. So in a span of 5 minutes, around 255 passing this resistance. Okay, so 255. That was it for the day. As you can see, it got lower down and it would probably continue deflating. That was it for the trading, guys. Thank you very much, and I apologize for my previous videos that I didn't have sound. Hopefully, when my roof gets completely done, I will have more time and more recordings with sound. But thank you for reminding me. This was NoobTrader, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day, guys.